I am Michael Ann Cullen, Director of Alumni Relations at Stone Ridge and a member of the class of 1995. While I'm very disappointed that we can't be together to celebrate, I am thrilled to honor these three incredible alumni. Our Outstanding Alumnae Awards recognize alumni who have made significant contributions to their community or profession. To qualify, a candidate must demonstrate dedication to the goals and criteria of Sacred Heart education, a commitment to excellence in her life's work, a loyalty to Christian values, and selflessness in service to others. The award categories are Golden Outstanding Alumna, 50 or more years since they graduated, Outstanding Alumna, 11 to 49 years since they graduated, and Young Outstanding Alumna, 10 years or less since they graduated. It is my honor to recognize three extraordinary alums with these awards. Our Golden Outstanding Alumna Award this year goes to Eileen Mayer, class of 1970. Eileen graduated from Stone Ridge in 1970 and went on to Randolph-Macon Women's College, where she graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. She continued with her education and earned a JD from Georgetown University. After spending a number of years working as an aide in the U.S. Senate, Eileen spent nearly 20 years as an assistant U.S. attorney, during which time she was responsible for prosecuting and then supervising numerous federal criminal cases. She served a term as Associate Deputy Attorney General in the United States Department of Justice and held a senior position with the Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Most recently, Eileen led the Criminal Investigation Division of the Internal Revenue Service. Since retiring, in addition to the work that she has done with Stone Ridge, Eileen has served on the Conference of Sacred Heart Education, the board of the Christ Child Society of Washington, D.C., and as a mentor at the Washington School for Girls in Anacostia. Eileen has provided invaluable leadership to the entire Stone Ridge community. In the early 90s, Eileen served as a mentor for Career Days. She was one of the first alumni to host students for the Senior Internship Program at the Department of Justice. She was a mock trial coach for over 10 years and recruited a powerhouse team of litigator coaches. As a member of the Alumnae Board, she assisted the class reunion committees and the mentoring and networking committees. She served on the Board of Trustees for 9 years, 3 of those years as board chair. She is now back on the Board of Trustees and a member of the Cor Unum One Heart Campaign Executive Committee. In the years she has served, Stone Ridge has undergone significant change and extraordinary growth. Please join me in congratulating Eileen for this award and watch this short video of her remarks.
Thank you for this honor. It's been my pleasure as an alum of Stone Ridge to be able to give back to the place that shaped me so many years ago. I came here as a 5-year-old. That was a long time ago. So I've had a bird's eye view of this place for many years. What I see today is nothing short of awe-inspiring. Stone Ridge educates the minds and hearts of our girls. They leave having been filled with wisdom, faith, grace, and purpose and integrity. I'm so honored to have been able to be a small part of helping Stone Ridge keep its promise to its students. When I look around Stone Ridge, I see the value of Sacred Heart alums and what they've brought to the school. They make it the place that it is today. Starting with our own head of school, Catherine Ronan Carrolls, of the class of 1986, and continuing through the ranks of the administration, the faculty, the staff, and volunteers. I see Stone Ridge alums adding incredible value every day. Every year, the Alumnae Office schedules business roundtables to help alums in similar industries connect, our version of a good old girls network. The office also brings alums back to campus to talk to current students, to help them start thinking about where they might want to go to college or what they might want to do with their careers. Who better to learn from than a woman who was raised in the same traditions? So alums have brought a lot to Stone Ridge, but I'm here to tell you that I've received so much more from my work at the school than I've ever given. And I encourage my fellow alums to join me. We are all the lucky recipients of a Stone Ridge education. Let's give a little of our time, talent, and yes, treasure to making sure that Stone Ridge will be able to continue the work of educating young women in a way that inspires them to lead and serve through lives of purpose, integrating faith, intellect, community, social action, and personal growth in an atmosphere of wise freedom. Thanks again for this great honor.
Our Outstanding Alumna Award this year goes to my dear classmate, Alicia Chin Greer, class of 1995. Alicia graduated from Stone Ridge in 1995 and went on to the United States Military Academy, where she graduated in 1999 with a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and a minor in Systems Engineering. While at West Point, Alicia received the award for achieving the highest GPA in the mathematics department, and upon graduation was commissioned into the U.S. Army as an engineer officer. During her 5 years of service in the Army, she was stationed at Fort Stewart, Georgia, and deployed to Puerto Rico, Afghanistan, and Iraq. She has earned military awards including 2 Bronze Stars, an Army Commendation Medal, 4 Army Achievement Medals, a Presidential Unit Citation, and the Army Air Assault Badge. One of her most notable accomplishments was deploying a unit of construction engineers solely using air transport, the first time the U.S. Army has accomplished this in its history. After completing her military service, Alicia attended the University of Georgia, where she earned a master's degree in business administration. Following graduation in 2006, Alicia became an operations manager at Goldman Sachs in New York. While at Goldman Sachs, Alicia was selected to serve on the Leadership Development Planning Committee, Women in Operations Panel, MBA and Veterans Recruiting Team, Asian Professional Network Committee, and was a mentor to several individuals. Alicia is currently the Director of Operations, Finance, and Human Resources at the Innovation Network. Alicia is also an executive coach, leadership, and team building consultant, and serves as a keynote speaker on inspirational and motivational leadership. Several of her motivational videos can be found on the internet. She is married to Stuart Greer, and together they have 4 children. Please join me in congratulating Alicia for this award and watch this short video of her remarks.
Hi, I just wanted to say how thankful and humbled I am to receive this award. It means a lot to me because I can think of at least 64 women in my class of 65 who deserve this just as much as I do, if not more. When I arrived at Stone Ridge as a freshman in high school, I had 0 friends and probably all of the reservations about everything that a young teenage girl in a new environment at that age has. But as I faced graduation in 1995, I knew that each person in my class was more than a friend. They were my sisters. Sisters that 25 years later, I know I can call on if ever I need anything. We've lost some amazing classmates along the way, and I know that they are with us in spirit today. And we've watched our classmates lose their own loved ones, and through each of those losses, I've watched our class rally and our bonds grow stronger through the adversity, because that's what we do as women who have graduated, instilled with the core values or principles that Stone Ridge has taught us. We are rooted in our faith, we are called to action, and we strengthen our communities. And I could probably talk all day about this, but I'll spare you the agony. I will just say this: my resume of accomplishments may seem impressive, but it's the people. It's the people who pushed me to grow, who supported me when I was in need, and who picked me up when I fell, that you should be impressed with, because I would not have tried what I've tried or accomplished what I've accomplished without them. And for me, the people I encountered at Stone Ridge created that unwavering foundation and exemplified each of those values. So a sacred heartfelt thank you to the teachers and the administration, and to all of the girls who were at Stone Ridge with me, and to my amazing classmates, the class of 1995, stay awesome. The prayer that we said and the song that we sang at graduation, I think are worth repeating today. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. And especially appropriate for today's world, may we never, never forget to imagine. Imagine all the people living life in peace, and imagine all the people sharing all the world. I am a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one, and I hope someday that everyone will join us and the world will live as one. I know that there's hope in this world because we have institutions like Stone Ridge that enforce values-based learning and a deep love and respect for humanity. I know that there's hope in this world because of all of you, because of each of you. Thank God. Thank you. God bless and be with you, and be well. Thanks.
Our Outstanding Young Alumna Award this year goes to Katie Suarez, class of 2010. Katie graduated from Stone Ridge in 2010 and went on to the University of Notre Dame, earning a Bachelor of Art in Economics and Political Science. She was also an inaugural member of the Hesburgh-Yusko Scholars Program. She began her professional career at Stax, a boutique consulting firm, where she worked for a variety of private equity firms and Fortune 100 companies. Katie is currently pursuing a joint MBA/MPA at the Wharton School and the Harvard Kennedy School of Government. Prior to graduate school, she was selected for Global Health Corp's year-long fellowship in Rwanda, where she worked with Partners in Health to strengthen maternal health services. This past summer, she worked for the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, evaluating socially responsible investments. Please join me in congratulating Katie for this award and watch a short video of her remarks.
Thank you, Mrs. Carrolls, Stone Ridge faculty and staff, and fellow alumni. It's hard to believe that it's been 10 years since I graduated Stone Ridge, and I wish we were able to come together in person right now. But I wanted to start by giving a special shout out to my fellow alums in the Stone Ridge class of 2010. Now, Stone Ridge is something that over the last decade I've come back to again and again. Not only are some of my closest friends from Stone Ridge, but the values that I learned and the classes that I took at Stone Ridge are things that continue to influence me to this day. In particular, the 5 goals of the Sacred Heart, and my personal favorite, a social awareness which impels to action. It was in high school that I learned that the prevalence of HIV in DC was on par with sub-Saharan Africa. Stone Ridge gave me the opportunity and the platform to do something about that. With a classmate, I found a nonprofit in DC, Metro Teen AIDS, and every Social Action Wednesday started to go there. That commitment to global health and the power and the realization that every single person has a voice and a power to change things is something that has influenced me to this day. At Notre Dame, I had the opportunity as a Hesburgh-Yusko scholar to spend 2 summers in South Africa, where I worked for grassroots soccer, working to prevent the spread of HIV by empowering students through a Sport for Development program. After working for 3 years as a consultant, that pull, that drive back to the social awareness and the feeling that it was my responsibility to act took me to rural Rwanda, where as a Global Health Corps fellow, I worked with Partners in Health to address maternal mortality. A social awareness that impels to action is something that has directly influenced me both professionally, but also personally. It's encouraged me to be passionate and to speak up, and also to always be looking out for who those people are who don't have a voice and to figure out how I can help them. Thank you to Stone Ridge for giving me that opportunity, and it truly is an honor to be here with you all and to be receiving this honor. I hope to see you all again in person soon. Thank you.
Thank you again for joining us to celebrate these outstanding members of the Stone Ridge alumni community. I look forward to the time when we can be together again. Thank you.